Yes.
They made a cool engagement roll. So the assault is underway, and it has totally worked.
Made an awesome engagement roll.
Mm-hmm.
It has totally worked.
Let's just take a moment to appreciate that engagement roll.
I mean, you can actually take a moment outside and watch as the forces that you have puppet mastered into position.
So here's what happens. We have the big bomb ready and everything. We get to the door, and they've left it unlocked.
Yes. No, I like it.
We're like,
oh,
open it and walk in.
No. What happens, of course, is the Lamplax sneak into position. They're, wearing their dark leathers, and they're sneaking around, and they've got those fisherman kind of hood cap things, pulled low, but they're all black. And then they start throwing, lanterns and things through the windows. They rush in. There's sounds of fighting going on. Then a blue coat patrol just happens to come along.
What's going on here?
Right. Just a common blue coat patrol of 20 blue coats. I mean,
right.
As you get in lower class neighborhoods, 20.
Led by a captain or a major.
Right. I mean, that's very typical. That with SWAT gear and everything. I mean, yeah, that's
giant blue coat mobs.
Right. And so then they go in. So there is a big, loud commotion going on, and you guys pretty much have your pick of entrances.
Excellent.
So which entrance would you like?
I think we should follow up behind the.
At this point, we can just walk in the front door.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you can pretty much just go in whichever door you want.
Let's save that bomb for if we need it later.
Yeah, let's.
Okay. So you guys, go in the front door, and in the entryway, it's like I said, it's like sort of a big manor house, or it used to be. So they've actually got like a big open foyer with, stairwells going around at the top. And they've put big banners hanging down from the roof, and all the different, of course they're red. I mean, giant red banners everywhere. And they've got like a fountain actually in the middle of the foyer.
Quick question. Do we have the Libertines with us?
That's a good question. Are you bringing them?
Just because extra set of hands to grab stuff.
The Libertines, or do you still have the other?
Yeah,
the silver nails again, but it'd be a weird.
We could use.
Well, actually, no, you don't have the silver nails because you used them to protect.
Didn't you reinstate them after
Jim
that?
went back out and got them again.
Right, but that was after you took them to the party. They then helped you again in the assault.
That's
the Red
right.
Sashes.
They did help with the assault.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
You're right. I was thinking we still had them, or I would have done that. Flashback?
Yeah.
We don't need to bring them just to carry stuff though.
Yeah, it's not to carry stuff.
That's
true.
a little excessive. Yeah.
Well, let's just say we have the Libertines. We have their carriages.
We have Libertine carriages and wagons, and all we got to do is get the stuff over to the docks and have them deliver it.
That's true.
Okay. So yeah, like I said, there's a big pool in the center of the foyer. It was probably nice, but there's actually a couple bodies already floating in it. So not so nice anymore. There are some dead bodies about. You hear, and it's actually dead bodies from all three sides, really. But you hear, all sorts of commotion happening in the house. There's no fighting in the main foyer anymore, but, up in the rooms or in the back or, the training facilities that they have in the back where they've got, more of an open area.
Okay.
Well, we just need to get to the goods.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I want to point out, since we are wearing our fake blue gear stuff, blue jackets, whatever, our badges probably say something like Candy Station Cops.
There's a real cop right over there.
They better not. I paid for tier 3 uniforms.
They say junior deputy.
Nice.
There's a real badge floating right over there in that fountain.
Right.
Just avail myself of that.
Is that Mahoney? He was due to retire next month.
Dang.
He was too old for this crap.
Yep.
Let's see. What was I looking for? Okay.
So we start in an excellent position. Is that what you said?
That's what I was actually just looking up. You're in a control position. So yeah, I mean, basically, you guys go in. You've got free run of the place until you run into, Red Sashes that want to fight you.
Sure.
What kind of goods are you looking for?
Well, yeah.
Because I don't know that you guys could possibly sell any more Red Sash swords. Like the market's saturated.
Something easily portable.
We're looking for coins, papers, and arcane artifacts.
Yeah,
And titles.
As well.
I'm looking for titles. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you want to head to the actual leaders' room.
Offices?
Or if they've got like a vault.
Right.
Yeah. So that would be upstairs and to the left.
Okay.
So you can go up the stairs. There's occasional fighting that's happening, but it's pretty easy to just, step back and let them plummet over the railing, screaming all the way down with their Wilhelm screams, because we got to have those.
Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me.
I'm liking this plan more and more with the double sixes. This is
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like this is adding to our reputation of getting other people to do our work for us.
Yeah.
I mean, kinda, right?
I'll be glad to help out in any of the fights that I can. If I see a lamp black, in trouble
Right.
with
If
Red
somebody
Sash.
needs just a little nudge.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
I don't mind at all tipping a Red Sash over the balcony.
Right.
So yeah, you go into the leader's room, and I call it that because obviously it used to be Mylara's, but it's not anymore. It's Keller's.
Keller. Yeah.
Keller's. Yeah, and there's definitely a big safe that is just sitting in the corner. One of those 200-pound safes that they make them that huge so that you can't, just steal
Carry
them.
them out.
We have this bomb that we were going to use on the front door.
You've got a bomb. There's other things in here. There's definitely a curio cabinet with a lot of things that look expensive. There's some nice artwork.
I'll start pocketing those. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mylara didn't. She was not an aesthetic. So she has nice stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
While they're
Start with
doing
that.
that, I go down to the safe and start to try to crack it.
Okay.
I will assist.
And you start in controlling position, so you are already, in the room and all set up and ready when Keller comes in to protect the room from all the terrible forces that are coming.
You're rated.
Right.
Hmm.
So yes, Keller comes in just as you are all setting up with your bombs and whatnot. He is being played by Jason Momoa.
Oh,
Okay.
So he's a big guy.
Big guys still eat pistols.
They do, right. So yeah, he comes in the room and shuts the door behind him without actually looking in the room to make sure it's clear.
We just kill him.
Right.
I mean, I'm not waiting for him to come around. We just kill him.
Okay.
They're going to get their murder on.
Especially if you didn't even look to see
Right.
who's
Right.
Yeah,
You big got that.
You start in a controlling position. So yeah.
Right. Right.
So yeah, if you want to roll there, Hamish.
Yeah, what's the murder roll? Because I'm definitely in on that.
Well, it would be depending on how you want to murder.
I'm gonna go with my skirmish.
Okay.
Pull a
Edmund
pistol
and
out,
I just
pull a
take a
pistol out and
moment
shoot him in the
to,
back of the head. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
we just
So
take a
you
moment to watch this.
So you can either, assist Hamish there, Shane, or you could just do a group action, just depending. What say you?
What skill are you using?
Skirmish.
What's my skirmish these days? It's a 3.
You don't have to use the same skill on a on a group action. It's
Which one gives the? Okay.
So assisting.
Overall, if I assist him, that's just going to improve his chances of
Yes.
succeeding.
Yes.
Right.
If we
Whereas
do individual actions,
And it
or
will
do
cost
group
you one
actions.
stress.
Then do we get like 2 actions worth of effect? Like what? I mean, I guess what's the difference?
The group action is you all roll your dice and you take whoever gets the highest.
Okay.
But who's ever leading could take stress if the other person fails.
All right. If we both do it,
Whereas
we get 6 dice.
That's a
Yeah,
lot.
if we both do it, we get 2 different effects essentially, right? I get an effect and Shane gets an
No,
effect.
it's the best effect.
Yeah.
But that's
we
only if it's a group action.
But
Yes.
if I assist,
But if he assists you,
he's not giving me the option of taking a second action completely separately. It's a group action or I'm assisting.
Oh.
right. It's a dramatic situation. You are both attacking him. It's
Okay, that's fine.
The group action has the better odds.
Yeah, the group action has the better odds.
so who wants to lead it?
What's your stress out these days?
0? I'll lead it.
You're at 0? Okay, yeah.
Mark,
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and activate my not to be trifled with.
Okay.
Because I'm just going to try to just out and out do enough damage to just kill him.
Okay.
So, superhuman strength.
I'm going to shoot him in the back of the head with a fine pistol.
Right. I'm just trying to, break bones.
Okay. So it's going to be controlled.
I have a fine weapon.
Yeah, that's what I'm considering.
And he's unaware of us.
He is higher tier than you, but you are both attacking with fine weapons, and you're using your supernatural strength there. So
Yes, I also have reach.
I kind of
and
feel like that would
supernatural
be
strength.
controlled great.
All right.
Can I push myself for this?
You can. That's 2 stress.
Right.
I feel like I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Well, you have to push yourself to use that power,
Right.
Right.
But
But-
I get the
you-
effect.
but you still
Yes.
get the effect. Yeah, so you get the extra die too.
I got a 5.
Okay.
I'm going to roll here. I am controlled. 8. Die 1. Double 6s.
That's
I led
a
it
crit.
too, so
Nice.
I critted.
Nice.
That's a crit. That's a bad one.
That's a crit on a great, Mark.
It's a
Yeah, I
whooping.
know.
All right, it's a whooping.
So yeah, you do it with increased effect. Yeah, Keller Avrathi. Not as frightening as Marvera for some reason. just not half the leader that she was.
Yeah.
Right. That was
They
a puffed up reputation.
They didn't kill him, but they snapped his neck to where he's paralyzed from the hip, the neck down.
He was old. He should never have come back.
It's true. He should have stayed retired.
No, he's not old. I mean, he's Jason Momoa though. He was just too big and bulky. He just didn't have the reach anymore. It's just
Yeah, but if we had challenged him in the water, it would have been a totally different story.
no, it totally would have been. Oh my god,
Don't mess with
Oh,
Aquaman.
yeah.
he's so good at water polo. That's what
Right.
you meant.
That's I catch his body as it's slumping to the floor so he doesn't make a noise.
Okay. Not that anyone would hear anyway. Another body
There's a
hitting
giant
the floor.
war going on
But-
here,
Right.
so
No,
Right,
he's
you don't
just
want-
doing that so it doesn't distract me and Chris.
Right. No, right. Exactly.
Or his neck snaps so loud that everyone in the building just went, ooh.
it's got rubber necks.
Right. God. Oh, somebody died horrifically in here. There's bone jutting somewhere. Is that what you're saying?
Right.
Nice.
So now the only sound in the room is his slowly collapsing chest wound. I don't know.
I'll search his body.
The
Okay.
rattle of breath escaping him.
Well, he's got a red sash
Right.
Does
and
he have keys to a safe?
he actually does have keys.
Okay.
They are not keys to the safe, though.
I'm taking the keys. I'm taking the sack. You have anything else?
I mean, he had a sword, and he's wearing pants, and
Okay. Is it
Click.
just a normal red sash sword, or is it really nice?
No, it's a red sash sword.
Collect his head
Um,
for me.
You're getting her some company.
I cut his head off.
Right. I mean,
Okay. I mean, okay.
I spit on it. I kick it over to
your hawk pecks at his eyes.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I will stand guard at the door just in case. Now,
Okay.
but I'm gonna do it with a thing like if somebody comes in, I'm gonna be like, "We have it under control. Move on."
Okay. That seems good.
Unless it's
So the other two of you, you were just watching, I guess, and also trying to break into a safe.
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
Sharing high fives. Woo!
Yep.
How are we going to do that?
We are
I've got
murder
tinkerer
hobos.
tools.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, I've got tinkerer tools as well.
So-
Nice.
So it's going to be tinkerer. I do have
Yep.
fine tinkering tools. I'll mark that off.
Okay.
What's the position?
It is going to be.
I toss you the keys to see if you can tell what these are to.
Yeah, I mean, I assume
Okay.
that's what happened. That's why I said
Yeah,
the
let's-
keys didn't work, because I would assume that you would just
Yeah.
Check
check
that
the
first.
keys. Yeah. So I'm thinking it's controlled because I can't think of a horrific complication to happen of or not getting into a safe.
And
It's full of snakes. No.
Surprise!
Too many
standard.
snakes. I'm just staying safe.
So it would be standard normally. However, it's a higher tier than you, but you have fine tinkering tools. So standard, yeah.
Okay. Now, bonus dice.
You can go for Devil's Bargain, or you could go for pushing yourself, or you could do a group action with Timothy, or Timothy could assist. There are so many options.
So
Which option will give us the most dice?
What is your guys' tinker at?
we're both at 2.
So that would give you 4 dice if you did a group action,
Okay.
whereas you would Chris would roll 3 dice if you assisted him.
I think we should go for the group action.
So I
That
can
seemed
just
to
put,
like the better option.
You take the pins on the top, I'll take the pins on the bottom.
That's not how pens work, but yes.
I will listen.
Right.
So-
I'll listen while you work the tumblers.
2 bonus dice.
Oh, did I hear a neck snap?
So why you have 2 bonus dice?
But you said 4 dice.
No, you'll each roll individually.
Right, you each roll your 2 dice.
Who's leading it, actually?
Me.
Okay.
I'm the lead.
So
This
if
is-
Timothy
this
fails,
is my
you'll take
job.
stress. But generally, you're just going to each roll, and then you'll take the highest die from both rolls.
You can push yourselves or take the devil's bargain or
I am going to push myself.
Okay.
So
I
to get
think
an
I will
extra
push
dice.
myself as well.
And that is 2 stress, right?
That is 2 stress.
Or which is
nice.
Good roll.
6.
Controlled standard.
Yeah.
Yep. Nice. Both succeeded.
Okay.
But Edlin got the 6, so
Yep.
Yeah.
So you do it. You break into that
Hooray.
safe. Look at all that sweet, sweet paperwork.
we take it all.
No, I mean there's money in there.
Right.
How many
There's-
monies?
Oh, many monies. I mean, from the whole haul, probably like 8 coin.
Okay.
Okay. That'll help.
So we're flush again. Yay. Well, we haven't made it back yet, but
Well, I mean, yeah, you got to get all that haul back, but
But there's also paperwork, so hopefully one of this will amount to territory or
yeah, I mean, there's definitely some paperwork in there that
are there any
Duh.
kind of arcane items?
it doesn't look like. I mean, there are a few. I would say they're either mementos or they're too valuable to leave out in the curio cabinet. But none of them seem occultic. They're not like some sort of weird phallic god statue or anything.
I'm still
Are
looking
there
for
any-
things to improve my rope.
So
Mark.
are there any water clocks?
So I
There. Yeah. Yeah, there's a water clock in the
Awesome.
exterior cabinet.
I take it.
I walk over to the guy's body, grab his sword, and cut his stomach open.
Okay.
Put my hand into his blood, and then on the wall, type in surrender
Okay.
with the blood.
Oh, nice. A little bit of intimidation. Not anything that would make my rope better, Mark. Probably not. It's
I mean-
chain.
Is he wearing any noble like type clothing at all, or just typical red sash?
Yeah, he's typical Red Sash kind of stuff. He wasn't, prepared for an attack. So
Yeah,
he's not dressed out to go out on the town or anything.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure that Edlin washes his hands so that it does not interfere with the disguise.
Well, I will look out while we're around here for any any upper class type clothing. Since
Okay.
I know they have noble ties.
What are the
Um,
keys to? That's my question.
What are keys to?
Doors.
Is there
Nothing
there
in this
another-
room.
okay? I
I'll
was
say
gonna
that. I
is
mean,
there another door here?
yeah, no, there's not. I mean, this is basically like her office, essentially.
There should be like a vault or something like that around in this building somewhere.
Yep.
Let's try to find that.
Yep.
Okay. And
by the way-
Hamish, I mean, there's probably something you could add to your rope here. I mean, like a personal memento of hers or something like that.
Yeah. Sure.
Like, I don't know, some sort of bird statue that you could, just
What
loop
was
in.
his name again?
Absolutely.
Keller.
Keller.
Okay. I pick up the head and look at it. You ready to go, Keller? And then I put it in my bag.
It was
Okay.
Heather of Rothy.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna try to find the vault and what.
Okay.
Go to.
Let's go into the basement.
So, what?
Basement.
I'm gonna start getting this stuff out of the house
Yeah. Why don't you
While
stay
they
with the
look for-
Libertines and get the stuff out of the house?
while they look for the vault.
We'll go to the Libertines. Pick something out nice for yourself.
All right, make something nice out for yourselves.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Narcus, starts rolling up some wall scrolls. I mean,
Exactly.
Some of those big red banners.
Mark,
Uh-huh.
I've got the paperwork because I can carry that. Pretty
Okay.
easy.
So I lost track. Where were people going?
I'm going with the current haul and getting it out to the Libertines.
Okay. Hamish.
The rest of them are finding a vault, I think.
You're-
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rest of us are going
Okay, so the rest of you are all searching for the vault. Okay, so how are you gonna try to find that?
Well,
Do they have any prisoners? Have they taken any prisoners, or is it all just dead red sashes?
They've got a paddy wagon outside.
go blow some dust in their faces.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'll intercept one of them on the way to the paddy wagon and see if I can convince him to show me the vault.
Okay.
You gonna turn evidence? It'll go easier on you.
I like it.
Blow some dust in his face first, Danny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'll be consort.
Okay.
I'm thinking, and that would be, I think, controlled great.
All right. Get him, Danny. I'll assist.
I mean, you look like a blue coat, and you've got trans powder, so I'm not seeing.
I
what
can't
could go
use the
wrong.
trans powder on anything but a sway roll.
Oh, is it sway? Okay, well,
Yeah.
you can use sway. That's
Okay.
kind of
Changing
up
attitude.
to you.
And you've got mesmerized, so he won't even remember this happened.
I'll assist him. So
Well,
that he
Sway's
can-
someone with charm, logic, and disguise. He's usually in disguise, so I can see.
Yeah, I
Sway
mean,
also.
it's up to you which how you want to approach it.
I'm assisting him.
Okay. That'll cost you 1 stress.
Yep.
And Timothy, you'll get an extra die.
Bang!
Nice. Bam. 6s.
Okay.
That makes up for some of your other crap rolls.
So, he tells you where the vault is. It's in the basement. Obviously, all vaults are in the basement. Shit's always in the basement.
No, I need him to escort us down there.
Oh, well, he's being dragged off by like a real blue coat.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, he's like, oh yeah, I mean, you can stop him, and the blue coat will.
No,
He
carry
thinks
on.
you're a blue coat, so
Oh yeah, we go down there to the basement with the keys.
okay. All right. So it's like a big manor house. So there's like servants' quarters type of thing. So there's like really narrow hallways down there.
Oh
And
shit! Flashback. I want to plant all kinds of evidence.
Nice, do it, Danny.
what kind of evidence?
That the Red Sashes are actually ground forces for the Arathi military.
For an Arupian
And they're-
invasion.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds like one stress flashback.
Okay. And I want to leave it places that it's going to turn up on the blue coat searchers.
Sure.
Why is
Is
this
it
like-
pin?
Leave it on the desk.
No,
Yeah,
we're going to
just
stick it back in the vault and then stick it back in the safe and then lock it back up.
Right.
Okay. Or put it in the safe and then don't lock it back up. Just
Right.
That. Okay, we'll do that.
okay, yeah. That's totally cool. You can do that.
You'd forged some documents beforehand and had some forged.
Mm-hmm.
As you said, there's servant quarters going through, right?
Yeah, it's
Each of the doors I open up to see if anyone's in there as we're walking past them.
There's some people in there. They're the actual servants, not like any of the Red Sashes.
Oh, no, that's what I look at one of the servants and goes, "Take me to the vaults, and you can take handfuls."
Yes,
Nice.
Chris. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So you guys, like I was saying, it's servant quarters type of thing. So it's really narrow hallways. There's like the big kitchen that's down there, that sort of stuff. And it's actually like you have to go down several flights of stairs to get there. It's not like super deep, just because it is built into Crow's Foot and there is a water level, but it is like two or three stories down.
I hear a pupper.
Maybe that was my pencil.
Nope. Could be. I don't know.
So yeah, and then there is, a big sort of like underground basement room that they've got like a vault in there, and there's also like a lot of wooden shelves that line it with, a lot of stuff on them. And a lot of that's like really, really dusty. Like it's, been down here and nobody's touched it for a really long time. But there is an area of the room where it's not dusty because people have been active in the area. They've painted all sorts of weird sigils and things on the ground. And there's all sorts of, I don't know, fluids. And like there's even some like IVs sort of set up. Like not like real IVs, but those sort of things. And there's a dead body laying in the center of it, of all of this stuff, of Mylera.
Oh shit.
And Elstera Avrathi is down here.
Two birds with one stone.
Can we
Elstera's down here, and there's actually like I want to say five other people down here as well. And one of the other people that's down here is Lord Penderin.
Fuck.
Damn it. Those were lies, not truth. Turns out it was real.
Right. Fuck. Like,
Oh,
so if they're in sight of the vault, like, we're gonna have to go past them to get to the vault.
Oh yeah, I mean it's not that big a room where you could,
I was unknowingly telling the truth.
Right.
I hate it when I
So,
unknowingly
yeah,
tell
you
the truth.
You guys come down the stairs and sort of interrupted their ritual that they were
I
doing.
look at you. I look at you, and then I'm like, toss your ball.
I pull back around the corner. grab one of the servants and go upstairs, look for a blue coat with a falcon. Bring him down here.
Okay. I'm actually going to stop there. Cliffhanger.
Damn.
Oh,
This was going so well. I mean,
It was going so well. I mean, it'll continue to go well.
It could continue to go well. We
Right,
hate these
right.
people.
Well,
right. I mean, we're still in control position.
there's only like 3 or 4 evil mages who are all tier 4 down here. I mean, it should be fine.
But we are in a controlled position.
Yeah.
The starting situation was controlled.
So,
damn.
and Chris brought this excellent bomb.
So, who wants to see how well mages do against a lightning thrower?
We do still have an extra bomb. So
I do.
I just say you toss your bomb in there.
Here's the thing about the bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Mark were looking at it. I only have it if I need it, as in I'd have to use my flashback to do it. But bombs are really, really expensive.
Yeah, it's like tier 5.
Ooh, yeah.
will it kill the tier 4 mages? Because that seems worth it.
Truthfully,
I
it
mean-
might kill all of us.
Yeah, it's tier 5. It's a bigger bag of bomb.
Now, a
Big
tier
bada
4,
boom.
I could do something that might really fuck them up. Throw in a black salt bomb.
Well, there you go.
Blast enough black salt to cover small room, keeping ghosts from existing or entering.
Yes.
That might mess up any of their
Yes.
spiritual plans.
Yeah.
Sure could.
And officially, that is not an arcane thing, so I can actually make that.
Nice.
Could be. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
All right. So you want to do XP?
Yep.
Sure.
Vond. Let's start with you.
All right. Let's see here. Address the challenge with tracking or violence. I did both. I used tracking to find out where they were, where their main store was,
Mhm.
where they were holding up, and then I used violence when we were interrupted by Keller. Immediate and awful violence.
Right.
Damn right.
I did express my beliefs, tribes, heritage, or background this game. So
Okay.
that was good. I, repeatedly was like, he's really trying to get to the nobility status so he could, quit this grime muck game.
Mm-hmm.
Probably pull himself up from by his bootstraps. So I'll take a point for that.
It's all in the game, Vaughn. It's all in the game.
It is. I'm just trying to get out of the game.
I hate the player.
And started with issues with vice or trauma. I definitely was on the constant lookout for water clocks this game, regardless of where I was. I had to deal with people assuming that there was some sort of sexual overtone to my, to my water clock collection, which I did not appreciate.
I know.
And
Listen,
I feel like I played vicious. So I'll take 2 points for that. One from the
Okay.
vice, one from the trauma. And I have an additional XP trigger because I took Vengeful. So you got payback against somebody who harmed you or someone you care about. Which I think this whole episode has been killing the people who have been causing this harm from the start.
what's vengeful?
It's a special ability of his.
Yeah, it's a hound ability.
Nice.
Yep. In fact,
Wow,
I just
actually,
send it to the chat.
the last line is actually good too.
Yeah.
Right. Because my crew helped me get payback, so we get crew XP for it too.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah, I just sent it to the chat there,
Yeah, he did.
Jim, if you want to read
That's
it.
pretty sweet.
So I'll take that.
Cool.
And that's me.
Awesome. Who's next? How about Hamish?
Sure. I addressed a challenge with violence or coercion. Yes, and then what I did to help Danny was be intimidating or my command, so I'm gonna go yes. I'm gonna say that I believe my drive's heritage or background. Yes, for my drive, but not twice. I don't think. Did I struggle with my issues for my vice or traumas? I would say
That's okay.
only once for that, where I got in the middle of their little tiff, got
Okay.
pissed off. So
Yeah, that would be your trauma. Sure.
my
Sure.
one, because I mean, I assume that Shane's thing was sexual, but that's dealing with my vice, really.
Well, it's not struggling with your vice. That's what I
No,
was.
besides, this is true. I mean, I don't know that that's struggling. So I'm actually going to put 3 in my playbook, and I'm going to finish off my prowess.
Okay. Cool.
What's finesse do? Hold on. What is finesse?
Move your mouse over it.
Yeah, you can hover over it. It'll tell you.
It is misdirection, or like riding a mount or picking someone's pocket. That type
So,
of thing.
quick thing, Jim. Remember, though, if you put a dot in that, that means when you make a prowess check, you roll 4 dice instead of 3.
Right.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. Because it counts how many skills you have marked that first band.
Oh, I'm totally taking
So
that.
that's
then.
actually what I'm
Ooh.
kind of going for, is trying to at least get 1 dot in everything before
Yeah,
going on.
it's good to diversify in this game.
I just
So-
put resolve, so I'm making a point in resolve somewhere.
So yeah, all right, cool.
That's really nice.
Who is next? How about Timothy?
Hmm?
I'm taking a point in sway, just so everyone knows.
Sway is
Sway.
awesome.
I've
have
tried
a
to sway
point
several
in sway as
people
well.
and over the course of this campaign.
I took a point in sway as well. I think my next one's consort. Because, I go to a lot of parties.
I've had consort already, so
Mhm. You address the challenge with deception or influence.
Oh, yeah. Your
So,
master plan was
so
right.
many times.
So I say you get that twice.
so you started off with that.
Yeah. I'm gonna take that one twice. Express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I think I've pretty much stuck true to my drives. Why fight when you can get other people to do it for you? But not really beliefs or backgrounds or that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Struggle with issues from vices or traumas. I had to indulge a vice, but I don't think I've struggled with it.
Yeah, and you didn't really trigger your trauma, Annie, did you?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
What's your
Okay.
trauma, Danny?
Reckless.
Yeah, he's
Although
right.
this whole plan is pretty reckless, but
Is it? You're wearing blue coat uniforms. You got
no,
it.
it's
I mean,
it's carefully thought out. But it's a daring, reckless plan.
It's pretty ballsy. But those
Okay.
aren't the same thing necessarily.
Okay, and then Edland.
So, express a challenge with technical skills or mayhem. I got that at least once with the chest,
Yep.
the case. I can't think of any other more than once though. Besides the mayhem part, mayhem is my default thing anymore.
Right.
I did want to use a giant bomb to open up a door, but I'll take it just for once. You express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Well, I always use my scholar thing anyway, so that's at least 1 there. Of course, I was talking to myself / Stasia, but I still
Yeah.
think that counts.
Yeah, no, it does.
And struggled with issues with your vices or trauma during the session. I'm taking that twice.
Yes, absolutely.
But
Crazy
why?
ass motherfucker.
So that gives me 4.
Because he almost shot Bond.
No,
But
I
why? I
didn't.
don't get it.
I was
And
showing him.
And Von almost shot him. So
I was showing him that I'm still useful. So that's 4.
All right.
I'm spending 2 of them on my playbook, which will make me advance and keep 1
Nice.
extra. And I'm putting another 2 in my resolve, so I can get a 2 next.
Nice.
Mm.
And for my playbook advancement, I am actually taking analysis.
What's that do?
During downtime, you get 2 ticks to distribute among any long-term project clocks that involve investigation or learning a new formula or design plan.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool one for them.
So I'm going to start working on my chemical lightning as soon as I am not electrocuted.
Yep, you've just always got something brewing in the background. All right, cool. Let's do the crew.
I noticed that under my equipment, I've got an unusual weapon. So I'd like that to be the Green Hornet gas gun for the trance powder.
Truthfully, it's probably gadget.
Yeah, I'll have to look at that to see what exactly that means. What are you, a slide?
Yes.
Actually, do you have glitch? I was actually looking at my own character sheet on that.
Huh, actually, they don't actually say what the unique weapon is, so it probably works. I mean, it would be a gadget to make it. So you might need to get Edlin to make it for you.
Okay, yeah.
But I mean, that's feasible. I mean,
Just spraying trans powder everywhere.
Hmm.
all right. So for the crew, execute a successful espionage, sabotage, or theft operation.
I mean,
Well, have we executed it yet?
We
I guess
yeah,
that's the
we kind of
question.
ended on a cliffhanger.
Like we
so-
did the part that we were intending to do.
I feel like
but
we executed this well.
Yeah, I'm not going to try to remember that I owe you XP from in the next session. So
Okay.
yes, let's just claim it now.
okay.
Um, and then contend with challenges above your current station.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Always and forever, apparently.
Bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one.
I feel like
Okay.
getting other people to do.
It depends on if word of who did this gets out.
I don't know. I also
Because if-
feel it could be
Because if no one
ambitious.
knows who did it, then it's not really going to bolster our reputation.
Mhm. It may bolster the lamp blacks.
That's my only concern about that one.
Well, I
Is it
mean
pe-
that one could trigger next time, when
So,
we
yeah.
figure out how this all went down.
Yeah, if people
So-
do find out, it would for sure bolster our reputation, I think. But
Yeah, I don't think you probably haven't done that one yet.
We
If
get
it
the
is
vengeful
going to
one.
happen.
We get the vengeful one from Shane,
yes.
which fills us up.
And then express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew.
I
Inner
thought this-
conflict for sure.
We have inner conflict, and I think this mission is
About
directly in line with
yeah,
everything we've done.
drives.
All
So
your
I give that
goals.
to us
Yeah.
twice. Okay, so we get a crew advancement, and we're down to 2. Okay, what crew advancement do we want?
I'd really like another cohort.
I
or
think
consider
we need
another
a cohort. We
Yes.
need a cohort bad.
I agree, but I would like them to be thugs.
I agree. That's what I wanted.
I
about
would
skulks?
still like scavengers eventually,
get
but I'm
elite
fine
skulks.
with thugs.
Thugs. Okay, how do we add?
So, if you just want to get a cohort, it's under the Libertines. There's an add button, so you would
Yep.
just add a new one.
What are the skulks again?
So that's what I was actually looking to, was the types of cohorts you could get. So you've got adepts, which are scholars, tinkers, occultists, and chemists. Rooks, con artists, spies, and socialites. Rovers, who are sailors, carriage drivers, and deathland scavengers. Skulks, scouts, infiltrators, thieves. Or thugs, which is killers, brawlers, and roustabouts.
We need those.
Thugs.
It sounds me a little. Let's take a cohort we can't make elite. But
Well, okay, so here's the deal. You could actually add a type to a cohort later. I mean, you can't do it now because that
Okay.
would cost 2 more points. But so you could actually make your thugs or even the Libertines into another type
okay.
and then buy elite for them then. Now that's, like 3 advances later.
Right.
But that's
two
still
ad-
really cool. So
2
we could make
advances later,
them.
I guess.
We could make them also rooks, and then
Does it add or just change?
So it's add a type.
Okay.
So they actually get the other because, yeah, it's essentially like buying another cohort, really. You're just combining it.
So we need to give them edges and flaws.
Right. So your other option, too, is you could create an expert if instead of just a gang. But
I would think we do want that eventually, but I think we need thugs.
okay.
Yeah.
So for edges, you can either give them 1 or 2, and then you have to give them an equal number of flaws. So
I'm gonna say these are my old Union boys.
Okay.
fearsome is an edge, independent, loyal, or tenacious.
What do the edges do?
They're just role-playing things. So fearsome,
Okay.
the cohort is terrifying in aspect and reputation. Independent, they can be trusted to make good decisions and act on their own initiative. Loyal is they can't be bribed or turned against you. And tenacious is they won't be deterred from a task.
I like loyal and tenacious, kind of.
Let's look at flaws first, because
Yeah,
I do
okay.
not want to take 2 edges and then have to struggle with 2 flaws.
So
Right.
the flaws are principled, which is they have an ethic or values that they won't betray. They're savage, unreliable, or wild.
What's savage?
They're excessively violent and cruel.
Which is what I gave my hawk.
And wild is drunken, debauched, and loudmouth.
Yep.
So I almost say we go with loyal and wild.
That way they get along with the libertines.
Mm-hmm.
They go party with them
they
all
would
the
be
time.
similar.
All right, loyal and loud, or loyal and wild.
Wild.
Yep. But they're the ones we have to actually, one of us have to be with them.
No problem.
Probably you two.
Union.
Either I'm Hamish or Vaughn.
We can have the Libertines watch them.
Right. They're the Union boys.
That's true.
Eventually-
The Libertines are independent, right? So,
Yep, they are.
Mhm.
So,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, they can all go out and party. Absolutely.
The Libertines need servants.
All right, you bring those boys back. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Well, we are picking up on a cliffhanger next time, so you actually won't have access to the Union Boys yet.
Right.
But, they're waiting back at the bakery, or whatever.
See, I think we should just go with the bakery boys.
The baker. Yeah.
Since originally we were not
Mhm.
known to be a part of a bakery, but I think
just
that's been blown out of the water now.
Or just Baker boys.
Yeah.
And
Fabulous
eventually the Grave Eels will just become the Baker Boys.
hmm I mean, right now we have to remind people that we're not the Baker Boys, we're the Grave Eels.
We could have them. I mean, you could have, especially if they were around the bakery. You could just have them, be providing protection for the moment.
Yeah, right.
So,
All right. Cool. Well, that's it for the evening.
Woo!
Sweet.
Have a good night or day.
Night, everybody.
Bye.
right.
All right.